entrepreneurs. How are you guys doing today? I am doing all right. I have a lot of pressure right now. My children, they're growing up and it's a lot of, attention that they need. And as I told you guys before, I have four girls. So, with the learning and just growing and just advancing to the next level, which they consider to be growing pains. I take that as I take that terminology in a very positive and also instructional way, because growing pains can mean, a child that's growing, they will face, different trials. And I can go deeper into that, but we're going to stop right there. But today we're going to talk about 10 ways to build your entrepreneurial confidence. And I feel as though this is a very informative conversation today, because when it comes down to it, you definitely need confidence, and stepping out, in starting your own business, you're going to need to make different decisions in confidence so that your business can succeed and be successful. So I stumbled across this topic and I thought it would be a great topic to talk to you guys about today. So let's begin. Now, number one is taking risk and learn from your failures. Now, when it comes down to that, failure is a part of entrepreneurship, and it's very essential that you learn from your mistakes. So every time you fail, you are one step closer to success. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Also, don't look to your left, don't look to your right at others to say, oh, I'm not here where they are, Like, don't compare yourself, because that's going to only lead you into depression mode. So you don't want to go there. You're going to make mistakes, and just know that the best ways to build your confidence is to take risks. So no, we're not talking about recklessness, but we are talking about decision making that is proper and outside of your comfort zone. Number two is to keep stress under control. That is a biggie, because they mentioned that stress levels can cause you to make decisions that are very fast paced and not accurate. So you don't want to do that. So you must be in a proper mode, a calmer mode, and to be able to think thoroughly, and also so that you can make better decisions, because you don't want to just make drastic decisions and from there they're not great choices, so that is important. What else can we say about this one? Well, what you can do to help with stress is cope with and it'll help you cope with stress, is exercising, relaxing techniques, and positive thinking. Oh my gosh, yes. That is really, really good. So I want you guys to go ahead and do that. Number three is surround yourself with supportive people. There are going to be people that do not support you, but there will be a lot more to support you. And it's so crazy, because you will find people who don't even know you, that will support you a lot. And it's going to build a lot of strength, you know what I mean? It's going to help you to move forward, because and it also will help you build your confidence. That's one other thing that I wanted to say as well. Because going into entrepreneurship, it's tough. It can be tough. And a lot of things that you're doing is for the first time. So when you have someone to join you in that, by having like support, you can have like online support or offline support groups. um joining them, and you can provide the support. And also there are resources and connections that will help you in your journey. So you can also attend events and conferences to gain exposure to new idea and people. So, as I was saying, when you have someone that is in your corner, even like I said, people that you don't even know, that will build your confidence. And not only that, you're going to be making tough decisions, and things that you're doing for the very first time. So it is imperative that you surround yourself with supportive people. And the list that I've also mentioned in regards to joining events and conferences and gaining exposure to new ideas and people, those are definitely a hit. So that is essential for your business. You're not in this alone. Number 4 is recognize your unique talents and abilities. We all have them. We all have our uniqueness about us. And what is important about that is you can utilize that and for your business, for your entrepreneurial goals. And I want you to pay attention to the task that brings you joy and comes naturally, because this will be your genius zone. And the tasks that bore you and leave you daydreaming or for something else, that may not be the the hit. So you want to go ahead and recognize your unique talents and abilities. And once you know your strengths, you can focus on developing them further, giving you a sense of confidence in your abilities. Okay? And number 5, we're on number 5 now. You can hire people with skills you do not have, which will be essential for your business. Okay? And now we, as business owners, we have a lot of strengths, but then we also have weaknesses as well. And we can focus on those strengths, and you can outsource your weaknesses. Now, you can keep continuing developing your skills, and you can help build a well-rounded business and team that supports your vision. As your business grows, your confidence will grow along with it. So, it's okay to hire people that are able to do skills that you don't have, and you can possibly learn from them as well. Number 6 is be emotionally resilient. Now, being emotionally resilient means being able to bounce back from setbacks and failures. This is an important quality for entrepreneurs because there will be times when things don't go as planned. You need to be able to pick yourself up and keep going. One way to build emotional resilience is to practice mindfulness. Guys, it's so much to even cover. I mean, I hope we can cover even like a percentage of that, because it's real. I had some orders this week, last week actually, and I had some trouble with one of my orders, and it really was a setback. I needed to I handled that a little bit better than what I did, but that setback is going to help me to bounce back and do things differently in the future, and know that when things of that like that occurs, we need to be prepared, and if not prepared, being able to handle it, in a proper manner, business wise. Number 7 is expand your knowledge and scope of work. Now, another way to build your entrepreneurial confidence is to read books on or articles about entrepreneurship and success. This will help you learn new concepts and give you a different perspective. You can also listen to podcasts or watch videos about entrepreneurship. There are many great resources that can help you build your confidence. If you're here, you already know. That's what we're about. We're about pouring out knowledge on whatever work that you may want to do for your entrepreneurship. And that was one of the suggestions. And like I said, if you're here, you're here. We're here for you. That's one of the things that I mentioned in my in the beginning of this podcast when I first began it. But also reading books as well, and also articles will help with success as well. And guys, just take advantage of that, because there's so much information out there for you, and you can build and expand on your business from that. So, go ahead and reach for the stars, as they say. Number 8 is build a spiritual practice. Now, building a spiritual practice can help you connect with something larger than yourself and give you a sense of peace and calmness. This can be anything from meditation to journaling to walking in nature. Find what works for you and make it a part of your daily routine. This will help you center yourself and find strength in times of stress. Yes, 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 yes. One of my practices as of now is reading the Word of God, and that is the Bible, and also exercising is my practice, because it really, really builds my endorphins and it helps me throughout my journey. As I told you, I have 4 girls, okay? I don't know if you understand what that means, because let me tell you, I grew up not even liking females because of my previous experience with females, women, whoever. And God helps me to love them. So I have a better relationship with women and females now. That's a testimony in itself. But saying that, I have so many different experiences with their personality, with their drive, with their pace, and it's hard to keep a focus on myself at times, because I gotta get them together. So in all actuality, God, he really, 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 really helps me and make a way. And sometimes if I and I'm just gonna put this out there. Last night I had a talk. Like, it was early this morning. Actually, I woke up, and I believe I went to bed around 7 p.m. last night, and I'm finding myself to go to bed earlier and earlier. But I went to bed. I woke up around 2. That was around the time hubby came into the house. He came in around 1, and then I just stayed up around 2. And God had a talk with me. He was being stern with me. Like, get it together. Get on your game, when it comes down to reading the word and praying more and all of that. Do not make an excuse, to not do that, because that stuff is very, very important. And and I have done it, but sometimes you fall off, and that's what I was going to get to, because a friend of mine called me and said, "Girl, are you okay? I want to do another live with you on Instagram." I'm like, "Girl, yeah, we could do that, but it's a lot over here." So she understood that. And I am just dealing with it all, but definitely that connection with God is a helper. and I encourage you guys to also do the same. All right. And number 9 is find a mentor. And this is optional. And I've been actually, let me just talk about that. I've been mentored as a child. I want to, I'm going to mention this too. My mom told me that I'm well-rounded, and I I'm thankful that she said that. I just didn't understand that, you know, I was, and hopefully I could pour that out. And if it's true, I can pour that out to my children so that they are well rounded. And I'm saying that because I don't know. Like, I believe maybe in that time of me growing up, because I've been exposed to so many different things and help sources, it helps me to kind of have an open mind about things. And not only that, I've received a lot of help. And one of the things that I had was a mentor. I had a mentor. And I want to, reach out to my grandmother now that we're talking about it, to see if Miss Laverne is um still living, because I want to thank her for that, because it was helpful. It was nice. Someone that you can talk to that was one-on-one. And also I had a counselor, someone that my grandmother paid for me to speak to as well, about like I had all these problems, but just someone that was helpful, along my journey of growing up. And I want to say that it's nothing wrong with that, and it can be one of the best things you can do to build your entrepreneurial confidence, is to have a mentor, because then you'll have someone also that can kind of give you advice or listen. And then you can probably, like, one of the things I noticed that I do is I have questions, but then when I'm talking to someone else, I answer my own questions. So it's possible, that the current things that you have questions on can be answered through you speaking to that person, or they can also advise you on topics and things that can help you along your journey with your entrepreneurship. Now, a mentor has been through the journey of entrepreneurship and can guide and support you along the way. Now, having a mentor will give you someone to bounce ideas off of, as I mentioned, and offer advice and help you stay motivated. That is a biggie. A biggie is motivation. So, number 10 is celebrate your success. Yes, yes, celebrate that, because it's not easy out here in these entrepreneurial streets, okay? Now, I can't emphasize this enough, because celebrating small wins can give you significant boosts in your confidence. And as an entrepreneur, you are your biggest cheerleader. You tend to set your eyes on the next goal even before reaching your current one, which, if you are an entrepreneur, you can probably do this. You'll want to avoid this tendency. Take time out to pause and celebrate each milestone in your business. Building your entrepreneurship is an ongoing journey. It takes time, it takes effort and willingness to learn and grow, but it is well worth the investment, because it will give you the foundation you need to be successful in your business. Yes, yes, yes. So, guys, don't be too hard on yourself. Stay firm, but not too hard. And also, stay motivated. Music helps. I've been learning to do that. I just haven't found the right music. It's just one song that I listen to, and oh my gosh, it is so nice and I love it. And I think I'm beginning to become tired of it, because I said to myself, I'm gonna play this song until I'm tired of it. But it's it's a really good inspirational song. So I love it, love it, love it. And guys, Thank you again for joining us on this podcast. Black owned, black grown. I love it here. You guys are amazing. Thank you for checking up on me. Last week, I decided that I wasn't going to do the podcast, but I'm here today. It wasn't too much going on last week, but it's just that I never came to do the podcast. So everything was fine. If you're concerned, everything is great, guys. I love you guys for checking up on me. I love you guys, and I will see you next Tuesday, God willing. That's usually when I want to do the podcast, but if it falls on a Wednesday, guys, just bear with me. I'm here though. I'm here. And like I said, I thank you guys for being here as well. I love that you're here, and I love I can give this information to you to help and to provide assistance. God willing, I will be here next Tuesday, and we will see you then. All right. Have a great weekend and take care. God bless. Bye bye.